Yes, sir.
Welcome to the Constant Struggle.
La, 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 la. Welcome to the Constant
I like
Struggle.
how we have soundboards now.
Yeah,
and it's
yeah.
all your mouth.
We've gotten so much more technology in quarantine than ever before.
You've been in the lab.
That's right.
Doing sciencey stuff.
I mean, that being said, Dan did say that he was going to write us like a theme song, but he's been saying that for years now, so. But now he got software. He has actual software that he wants to use, but still hasn't happened, so.
As long as there's like a Buffett vibe to it, I'm fully on board.
Yeah, his mom wanted to show you this parody she had written, but it was Coronaville.
Okay.
Yeah. But it was actually, it was very sweet, so I guess it's hard to call it a parody if it was just like, you know.
Yeah, what is that? When it's like not making fun of, but like adapting it to a different scenario. In good spirit.
Yeah.
In good fun.
That's what it was, but I don't know what the term is for that.
Would it be an homage?
Yeah, maybe it was an homage. Yeah, I think so.
There you go.
But she wanted to share it with you, and we were like, oh, maybe later.
There's been a few, and some of them are a little racist.
Yeah, I can imagine.
They're hitting the Wuhan angle really hard.
Yeah, okay. Well, she wasn't. Hers was more about, like, being isolated, but, you know, making it through anyway.
Oh.
Actually, I don't know if it was that hopeful. It was a lot about being isolated, which I guess is the bulk of her experience with this virus, because, you know, she's in her late 60s, not allowed to, whatever. I feel like we've started on a pretty bummer of a foot here.
Well, it's Corona episode number 2.
That's true.
Right.
This is the second episode we have done in physical isolation, or quarantine, or whatever. I guess we're not in full quarantine, because we're going out and stuff. I imagine you're going out.
I went somewhere today. Oh, I went to go pick up Starbucks for Catherine.
Oh, that's nice. For Mother's Day. It's Mother's Day today.
Happy Mother's Day.
Mother's Day to all the moms out there. Yeah. All the struggling moms.
Yep. To whatever degree you're struggling at right now.
Yeah.
So that went well. It's pretty well organized. There's like duct tape all over the floor, like little boxes and arrows where to stand.
Oh, at Starbucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, in my house.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't put it past Catherine, you know.
She's very well organized.
Exactly.
Yeah, because I double checked what she wanted for Mommy's Day.
Right.
And she was like, just give me Starbucks in the morning. I'm like, oh, okay.
All I need is Starbucks.
Sweet, sweet nectar of the gods.
Right.
And I went for the coconut latte, and that was pretty darn good.
Yeah.
5-star, would recommend.
I have allergies, so that's been, you know, coming in and out. What with the polar vortex, there's another struggle.
Oh, shout out WeatherPod.
Right? No kidding. Last week it was wonderful. We could have potted last week, but I had spent 5.5 hours in the garden weeding.
It was so nice out.
I know, it was.
I was working on my golfing swing. I was playing loads of baseball with Cooper. Well, catch.
Right.
With Coop. But that brings me up to a topic, Brie.
Mm-hmm.
And it's called Weird Forms of Creativity.
Weird Forms of Creativity. It's the Weird Forms of Creativity section.
Yep, and I did, gardening.
Oh, I love it. I love it so much. Well, okay, so here's the thing. This is the first time we've been in this house, or I've been in this house, because we sold the other one, right? So now we're in this one.
Yay.
And this house, the people who used to live here had this huge garden in the back. Well, I say huge. It's 8 feet by 8 feet, which is still pretty big. I measured. Nice. Yeah. And I imagine they grew all kinds of different stuff back there. So my goal was going to be to plant stuff. But now I think my goal might be to find out what's in there first.
Oh, what do you mean? Like they still have things that grow in there?
Yeah, there's like raspberry. I found raspberries. I found oregano. And I found mint. Now, raspberries and mint are technically weeds. They spread like crazy. I don't know if it's weeds that we're looking for, but they're invasive species. That's what I want to say. They're invasive. So they have the potential to sort of take over the whole garden, which might be why there's so many raspberries, because I know the neighbors have raspberries.
Yeah, but Brie, you're taking over with flavor. Like raspberry and mint sounds delicious.
Yeah, you should
That's
put...
a summery cocktail right there.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, if there's stuff that's already planted that I don't really, like, that I don't have to worry about planting, then awesome.
You can see what you're working with.
Sure. Yeah, exactly. So the one thing was that there was all this other invasive species called goldenrod that's like, goldenrod, that goes like all around. Like I had it in my other garden at the other house, so it must just love thorled soil.
Okay.
So I had to
climate.
Yeah, but it likes
climate that is in thorl.
That's right. But it loves it, but it grows like crazy, and I remember it attracted a bunch of wasps last year. Not bees, wasps.
You don't want the killer wasps over.
No, those are terrifying. Murder. What were they? Murder bees or?
Oh, they were murder wasps.
Murder. Okay. Ugh, gross.
Or
yeah.
Murder
hornets or something. Yeah, I don't want those. So anyway, that's where I'm at in that department. I got all the weeds out. Now I'm just waiting to see what grows, but nothing's growing because it's freezing. It was snowing like crazy yesterday.
Oh, really? Was it?
Yeah, I was like teaching an improv class online, and I looked outside, and it was like a blizzard. Like, what is happening out there?
How long have we been doing this?
I know. I thought it was just a month. It turns out it was over a year. What's happening?
Yeah, that's why I'm growing my beard. It's just a way to keep track of the time.
That's a good measure. Unit of measurement. The beard length.
It's been 1 inch of chin.
Yeah. So have you been doing inside golf stuff? Or are they reopening golf stuff anytime soon? I know they were saying they were reopening parks soon.
They told golf course managers to start getting ready to open.
Oh, so maintenance and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Think technically a bunch of places were, COVID aside, we're going to open up this week. So we're only a little bit delayed.
Oh, that's not too bad. And with the weather being like it was, they probably would have taken a little break anyway.
I think the driving ranges would have been open, though.
Right.
Because there was some glorious weather.
Just last Sunday, yeah.
So what I'm doing is I'm just blasting wiffle balls with my driver and my 3-wood in the back garden, just hitting it into Cooper's tiny soccer net.
Oh, nice.
And then in the garage, I have a net I could hit my irons into, and I could do a little bit of chipping and putting in my basement.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. So I'm working on all aspects of the game right now. And the Dalai Lama says I got, karma. So got that going for me.
What do you have, karma? What?
Never mind. I was trying to do a bit from Caddyshack.
Oh, right. I haven't seen it enough to, quote it.
Fair.
Oh, Jelly says hi. She wants to throw in her constant struggle that she's not allowed outside.
Oh. There are murder bees out there.
Also, she's an indoor cat, for crying out loud.
I love how she hasn't understood that yet.
No, I don't think she ever will.
Oh, poor Jelly.
She does all right.
So the gardening has taken on a form of creativity. I think my golf has been the same way, to be honest.
Well, I think gardening and golfing has always been a way for us to like a refuge away from. It's like a nice hobby, right?
From the hurly-burly.
But you find it meditative. You were saying you find golf, you got to get to that place of zen in order to get your golf game good. Whoa, how's that for alliteration? And I feel the same way.
And it's also hilarious when it goes wrong.
Yeah.
Whereas I feel like it's not as fun to screw up gardening. How the hell did that radish get there? I must have shanked it.
It's more like you kill things.
Oh, God.
I watered this plant too much and now it's dead. I gave it too much love and now it's dead. Great. I smothered it. Yeah. But luckily, yeah, in the garden right now, I haven't planted anything, so I haven't killed anything yet.
Well, that's cool, because in golf, a little bit of your self-worth dies every time you do it.
Every time you play golf, or every time you...
Yeah. Every time you play golf. You hit a shot, and it goes completely sideways or backwards, and you're like, oh, I'm the worst person ever.
Aw. That might just be you, Nick.
No, it's a thing. It's a thing.
You can't be attached. You can't play golf and still have too much ego. You'll never get to where you need to get.
Yeah, but Brie, that's part of the Zen activity of it, is getting to that place where you realize that, and then just enjoy the swing.
That's what I'm saying. That's like improv, by the way.
Yeah, but it ain't easy. If it was, everyone would be doing it.
That's right. That's right.
I mean, everyone kind of is doing it, actually. Golf is kind of popular.
Yeah, I hear people enjoy golf.
Yeah. Stop the presses, Brie.
Golf.
The sport of golf is a thing. It's existed for thousands of years, but have you heard about it? Same with gardening.
Yeah, same with gardening. It's been around longer than golf. Since the dawn of man.
Yeah, so we're learning a lot during the COVID lockdown. Gardening and golf has been around. Before this year.
We're doing things that, humans did a long, long time ago.
I've been drinking.
Yeah? Like lots?
No, not lots, but definitely more.
Okay.
Like I bought a 2-4 and I'm working on it.
Nice. I've been going through my cider at a pretty regular basis. I've been not smoking. I've been eating weed more. I'll say that.
Eating weed? Oh, okay.
Like edibles, yeah.
Is that the healthier version, do you think? Because it doesn't get in your lungs and stuff?
I just think it works better.
Oh, okay. It's a different kind of buzz, though, right?
Yeah. Yeah, because, you probably have to smoke, a shit ton of weed to get to the place where a single gummy gets you.
Mm. Do you build Gummy Tolerance?
Not yet.
Okay.
I imagine you would, but I don't do it that regularly. I'm doing it more frequently than I used to, but not so frequently that it would be a problem, I think.
Do you know artisans who work exclusively in the field of gummy?
I don't personally, but I do go to my specific website.
The Gummy Venus de Milo?
Sweet can. But yeah, I don't know. It helps make things funnier and more entertaining.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we could all use that right now.
I think so.
These are unprecedented times.
It's true.
As every corporation tells us.
Oh my God, with sad piano music playing in the background.
While telling us all how important we are to them. And they're here for us.
As long as we continue to give them money.
Sha-la-la-la. Buy Ford.
Oh, man.
Ford tough, like you are in this COVID-ness.
No, Fords aren't tough. I had a Ford and it broke down. Although you've had yours forever.
Yeah, it's a tank.
Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Because we keep telling it we're going to replace it. It was like, no.
I'll hang on just a little further. Just a little longer. Just a little bit longer. That's what the motto should be for Ford. No, it wouldn't. It shouldn't, because mine couldn't have lasted a little longer, or I would have been taken out by a streetcar again.
Yikes. All right.
It died
on getting a new car. So you guys are getting a new car.
Well, that was the old Ford, and then we replaced that one with another used vehicle, which also was starting to, get sick. So we replaced it with another used car.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yikes.
That was 2 cars ago.
Ooh.
I think Dan just likes replacing used cars.
Fair. I mean, you might catch on to one that lasts forever, and then you got it for a bargain.
Well, that would be great.
Anyway, that's for car pod.
But yeah, maybe we should get to. I feel like I did in real life, it took me too long to get started on projects. Similarly to how too long it's been taking us to get to the point of this podcast, which is what art we've been working on and how that's been affected by the whole COVID thing.
When last we spoke, I was riding the struggle bus.
Yeah, you were taking a break. Seemed like you would put it on pause.
There was a strong pause vibe from it. And I got a report that subsequently I hit play again, and everything's been going swimmingly. I've been editing at least 3 pages a day.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, and I'm actually enjoying the read as well, so that's been good.
How does editing go when you realize that something shouldn't be where it is and you've got to rework a whole chunk?
I've not had that too much because I'm a plotter, so
Okay.
I have like I have all that going separately. But I think for that first book I wrote, there's gonna be like some copy and pasting. There was some copy and pasting that took place in it.
Okay.
So I mean, like way easier now that we have computers.
Right.
I can't imagine having done that back in the day.
And just having to
I guess you just
retype
type
it
up
all.
a new page.
Yeah. You can just crumple it all up and start over. But you're definitely right with the word processors. We're doing way better. So where are you in the editing process? How much more to go?
Oh, quite a bit. I think I'm on like page 60 out of, I think 320.
Okay.
Ish. Yeah. But it's been good. I noticed that I wrote everything. I plotted everything. So each page I had an idea what I wanted to do with.
Okay.
And I can't write present tense. Like, so the way I was telling myself the story was like, oh, and then this had happened, and then this, and everything's like passive voice.
Right.
And everything's in the past.
So
I'm punching it up now, and it's been like, it's kind of engaging.
Okay, so when you're editing it, you're putting it in the present tense, so it's making it more like forward moving,
immediate.
Yeah,
and then I'm not doing the passive voice either. Like things aren't happening to my characters; they're doing things.
They're making decisions. They're doing
things.
That's good.
Making decisions and getting things done.
Hey, doing the thing and fixing it up. That's good.
Hey, this is the most musical podcast we've had.
Yeah. That's what happens in quarantine. You get sing-songy. You get full of the sing-songs.
Right before you called or we got this all done, I had tuned my acoustic guitar and I was going to start learning the chords for A Pirate Looks at 40.
Is that a Jimmy Buffett song?
It is a James Tiberius Buffett song.
Jimothy Buffett.
Jeremias.
That's good. Are you working on writing new things, or is it mostly editing?
Oh, it is all editing.
Okay.
I was journaling before to get back into the groove, but then I was just like, I just want to get to work.
That's good.
And I feel like there's enough creativity still in the editing. Because like sometimes a paragraph is just like, well, this is dumb. Let's specify this.
I think that's something that I didn't realize because now I'm editing my screenplay, and the thought of editing it sounds like awful, and I know, and I think it's because you have to get back in the mindset that you're writing, right? You have to get, which is hard. Like, so for me, for editing, it's like, when you're editing an essay at university or whatever, it's just like, okay, you're fixing commas and you're fixing grammatical errors or whatever, but you're not like, I feel like you didn't have to go back into because it wasn't as creative, at least what I was doing.
No, because you have arguments.
Exactly.
It's more of
But now it's like, it's like, wow, I have to jump into the process of writing, and for me, I think it was difficult because there's so much other stuff going on in my like life and day. Mm-hmm. And even just computer, like, because I could be in my, final draft editing software, and then all of a sudden a text message shows up, or or I'm like, oh, so you really have to put the time aside, which is something that I'm realizing now. Even though I have more time, you still have to be like, okay, but from this time to this time is when you can work on this, or when you have to work on this, and you can't let yourself be distracted by other shit.
Yeah, I find the best way to work for myself is to have that other shit available as like little treats to yourself.
Right.
Like I'll do one page and then I'll check Instagram. But it does demand a certain amount of self-control.
Right.
And what isn't good is like those pop-ups that you said. Those would be like just derailments all the time.
For the most part I try to avoid it, but I've got like Facebook doesn't pop up, you know what I mean? But texts do, because more people will reach out to me personally on Facebook than in text. So it's still so a text will show up every once in a while. But when it does, I'm like, shit, usually it's because somebody more important, because usually the only people who text me are people who I like either family or people I work with like more immediately, you know?
Yeah. More urgent people in your life than the little silly scratchings that you're doing in your spare time.
Well, not even that. Just like, okay, a show that's coming up like, you know, 3 days from now versus, you know, like we have to work on this thing right now. I don't know. Anyway, What was I saying? Yeah. But what I think helped me realize this is like, because I've had a buddy who's been running an online workout every day during COVID, during quarantine. And I've been like going often. I've been doing it often. And that's it. It's just because you put aside like this time every day for an hour, you're going to be doing this, you know? And if you have that sort of set in stone, then it's easier to commit to it.
Oh, it's good for practice building, eh?
Yeah.
Like,
or for
like
routine.
Giving yourself a practice of work.
Exactly.
Which is also a routine.
Like in the past, it was like, okay, well, I'll go to the gym, whenever. But now it's like, well, first of all, I have nowhere else to go.
Yeah.
Second of all, it's happening, whether I'm there or not, so I might as well do it. So, yeah. So now I had to sort of give that attitude to my writing as well.
Yeah. I find like with the editing, it's a dialogue with yourself.
Yeah.
From the past. That used to be like a one-way street until I got to this book, and I was able to tell myself like, don't just throw out a word salad and get to the next paragraph. Like, remember that you're going to have to come back to this later. So, you know, put in just a teensy bit more effort to make it a little cleaner at the top. And then, you know, it's a friendlier dialogue that you're going to have with yourself afterwards.
Right.
Instead of just like killing yourself for being an asshole in the past.
Right. It's interesting when you come to like problems that you have to solve in the editing process. You're like, wait a minute, this doesn't make sense. I need to like make this. How do I make this make sense with, you know, the rest, or with this particular plot point, or with this particular character?
Yeah, I find with all the plotting that that's less of an issue, but you'll always get little crop ups.
Well, I think what happened was, so I had made my outline. Yeah. And then I got some people to review the script, and one of the reviews was like, oh, you should separate these two events that happen in your script. And I'm like, okay. I've been spending the past little while trying to figure out, okay, how do I separate these things? How do I make that make sense so it doesn't disrupt too much else in the rest of the script? And I also had to come up with a cold open because it's a sitcom, and I was like, okay, racking my brain trying to come up with a cold open. Anyway.
Yeah, and that could have all downstream because it doesn't fit into your original structure.
When it doesn't have to either, though. So.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. So that's the writing. That's the writing part. I've gotten back into that the past couple days. I've been spending at least an hour on it.
I found a good way to this book I'm working on now is a horror.
Yeah.
And my problem before is like I never like bad things happening to my characters because I care about them.
Right.
But this one, it's a horror. It's like, oh no, I'm going to fuck this person up.
Yeah, that stuff has to happen to this character.
Yeah, so I've just burnt 2 people alive, and it's been fantastic.
Whoa. That's like in improv, because you teach people to be supportive and to do like, to support one another and to say yes and stuff. But sometimes if it doesn't make sense, you know, you gotta
throw that no butt out there.
Yeah, or you, as a character, you gotta let something shitty happen to you, you know? You can't deny when somebody, like, you know, burns you in a scene. No, I will not be burnt to a crisp.
I put a lot of aloe vera on this morning, so your fire has no impact.
Exactly. I ran my first,
marathon?
2 things. Yeah, I wish. No, I don't wish. Running is boring.
It is.
I know. I wish there was, like, that's why I like team sports. At least you're doing something other than
you're
just
running towards a thing.
Yeah. Or you're running with people trying to, push a thing forward or whatever. Yeah.
Shit, that reminds me. Cooper rented Civil War this weekend, and that scene where like Captain America's running with all his renegade Avengers,
right,
towards the thing, just completely reminded me of the Billy Ector clip of "Come on, lesbians, let's go, lesbians."
I didn't see that, but that sounds amazing.
It's so great, it's amazing. Because he has that clip where he's running through New York City with
a bunch of lesbians.
yeah, like maybe 24-ish. There's a couple dozens. And then somebody dubbed that over that scene of Captain America.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
It's glorious.
Oh, man. No, I was going to say I ran to different improv shows, different online improv shows. I've got like 3 different improv things going on right now. The first is we rebrought Propaganda to the internet, that's the Second City show I used to do monthly.
And that's with Joe?
Who's Joe?
Maybe
Joe is... Sorry, I was going to say, maybe Joe's played it before, but no, not
I was mixing that up with Pizza Cats.
Oh, yeah, no. That's his project. That's not my project.
Okay.
No, Propaganda is a show where I get some duos to perform, and they play scenes inspired by musical selections, which is fun. So we did our first online version of that, and I think it went well. And then we had our first... Improv Niagara had our first improv jam online, and we played...
Delicious.
Yes, it was tasty. It was tasty because we had players come from... There was somebody from Australia who showed up, somebody from England, and then 2 Americans from the opposite part of the States came.
Well, howdy doody.
It was fun. So we got to do improv games with people we, like, for sure never would have played with before otherwise.
Improving all around the world.
That's right. It's lovely. And then the other thing that we've been doing is Improv Niagara's been doing a serialized space soap opera.
Oh, okay.
So we'll improvise a new episode every week, and we put it up on YouTube.
Oh, cool. How long are they?
They're about 20 minutes each.
Yeah, that's like an episode.
Yeah, we don't want it to be too overwhelming.
It's 3 hours long.
Yeah, exactly. No, they're about 20, and it's narrative, so it means like the story progresses every new episode, and the characters are the same characters throughout. So far, we've done 4 episodes. We were going to do one this week, but we figured it's Mother's Day, and let's take a break, so.
Because even moms have their day in space.
That's right.
Space moms, we salute you.
Oh, man. Space Moms should be a show. I'm going to write that down.
Oh, my God, Space Moms.
Space Moms to the rescue.
Blandor, did you put your proton accelerator away?
Jeez, Mom! I finally watched the new Star Wars.
Oh, did you like it?
Meh.
Yep. I like the space horses. That was fun.
Yeah, I guess a lot of it felt like, okay, I see.
Can we just wrap this up already, guys?
Yeah. But did you see that Taika Waititi was going to be doing one?
Yep.
That's exciting.
Yeah, it'll be interesting.
It'll be funny.
See which direction. Yeah, I know. It'll be weird to see a funny Star Wars, or maybe he'll just go, like, serious.
Better not.
No, but, like, serious in, like, a Avengers kind of way. Like,
right.
Action serious.
Right.
Yeah, no, I think it'll be... Like, I saw Jojo Rabbit, I think, last time we talked. Or maybe I'd seen it around then, and that is such a... that is a strong movie.
It was good. I don't think I connected as emotionally as other people did. And I know Pam did a lot, Pam being our sister, for those of you who... but I think it's because of the connection between the kid and his mom. So I think it's like...
that was a gut punch, that scene.
Right? So, so I think maybe if you're a parent, that scene is a bit more...
Yeah.
But I don't, but I don't know. Or maybe I've just seen too much stuff about the wars, that I'm like, that's just a consequence of war. That's just how it goes.
A lot of people's parents died brutally at the hands of the Nazis.
Spoiler alert. Maybe I'll write in the episode that there's a spoiler.
Sorry. Or you can just take that bit out.
No, it was good. I liked that movie a lot, though.
It was so good.
It was very well done and acted, and the kids were so cute. And I love Sam Rockwell and everything he does.
You know what's weird about that movie? Like, maybe I'm reading too much into it, but it seemed like the point of view arced as well.
Oh, interesting.
Like, how you have character development? It's like he became, as he was getting older, because, it's an important pointed the kid's age.
Right.
And like the way he looked at his best imaginary buddy, Hitler.
Yeah.
Like that matured, and it grew up really, really cool. And
that's interesting. Yeah, it had to, right? Because he got to know what this guy was really all about.
Yeah, it's such a great job.
Yeah, it's kind of scary to see how easily they can influence kids, you know?
Yeah.
Right? By making him this sort of like, by making him the figure, the like imaginary best friend. Like, oh, wouldn't it be cool if my best friend was, you know, the dude in charge of the country? But it turns out the dude in charge of the country is evil.
Yeah. Scarlett Johansson did a great job as being the mom to a kid like that. Like, you have to know to really watch yourself in front of your kid.
Right.
Because you're going to be putting them in a position where they're going to rat you out.
Yeah, for sure.
That's a for real thing. Like, that happened under Stalin and East Germany, too.
They would get the kids to rat their parents out?
Yeah.
Ugh, scary.
Yeah.
Just for trying to resist, man. Oh, we rewatched Malkovich. We've been watching, not Malkovich, what am I talking about? Rewatched Lebowski.
Oh my god, you lucky. Did you rent it? Do you have it on DVD or something?
I think it was just on either Amazon Prime. I think it was on Amazon Prime.
Oh shit. Okay.
They got
I didn't know. I
yeah.
gotta rewatch Lebowski. I love that movie.
It was good. It was a good movie to watch.
It's very thorough.
Good and thorough.
Mott's accent's the best.
Oh, fucking Philip Seymour Hoffman's so good.
Yes, dude. Goddamn, that whole movie is amazing.
Oh, it is. It's so good.
He's a pederast, Donnie.
Oh, I feel sad for Donnie in that one.
Yeah. Speaking of Lebowski, we watched The Lighthouse.
What's The Lighthouse?
It's Willem Dafoe and Shiny Vampire.
Robert Pattinson.
Yeah, work his wikis in The Lighthouse.
Oh, I think I saw the trailer for it. Was it any good?
I loved it.
Oh, that's good.
It is dark and weird.
I feel like that's what I am drawn to during this. Actually, maybe not, though, at the same time. Because, like, we watched all of BoJack, and BoJack is dark.
Mm. Well, can I give one spoiler?
Sure.
For a scene? Okay. Are you going to watch it?
Maybe, if I remember.
Well, there's a mermaid in it, and she's got a fish-gina.
Okay. All right.
It was awesome.
Oh, man.
What a freaking weird movie.
But didn't they do that wasn't that, there was that Oscar-winning movie either last year or the year before, and there was like a weird...
Oh, that was the other way. A Lady Like the Fishman.
Yeah. And he had a fish cock.
Yeah, I think... I don't know. I haven't seen it.
He must have had
a lady... I didn't want to see his fishmas.
He must have had a big old fish cock. We're going to find out. That movie won an Oscar. We got to go see the fish cock.
Come on, show your fish cock.
Oh, man. Well, I don't know. What else you're working on anything else? Or I guess that's it.
God,
I guess
really?
that's, I don't know. I don't know what else do we work on when it's not. Oh, yeah, your day job. How's that going?
I'm getting a little bit of overtime. So
that's
I'm not
nice.
too happy about it.
Oh, so you're working, but aren't you getting paid more for overtime?
Yeah.
Well,
but I don't want to. I'd rather just have the time to myself.
All right. Can you tell them that you can't?
Well, I feel like in these unprecedented times,
Piano music.
We really have to rally together.
Do.
Yeah. And I just don't want to let the team down.
All right.
So, yeah.
As long as they're not exploiting you in these times.
No, I think I get time and a half.
Okay. Yeah, it's been weird to not have to, like, prepare shows or go to shows or drive to Toronto ever.
Oh, this weekend our trip to Scotland finally died.
Oh, no. Wait, when were you going to go? Over the holiday? The Christmas break?
We were going to go at the end of June.
Oh, boo.
Yeah. So we have it's like a 2-year voucher that we're going to have.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, so get on your horse, scientists.
Yeah, man.
That should be there. I mean, I know for sure that's their constant struggle. Everyone wants a cure for this baloney disease. Which gets me to another topic, Brie.
Yes.
Isolation is great, and I don't want to go back to society.
That's because you're an introvert.
I had never realized how bad it was until a disease shut down the global everything.
How bad what was? How bad society was, or how bad socializing is?
How bad my introvertedness.
Oh.
Introversidity?
Yeah. It is a bit surprising, because you don't mind going out with people. But
I know, but I much prefer not.
That's interesting.
And have you tried living entirely in your PGs?
Yeah, I have.
I don't even know how to talk to people anymore.
I miss social interaction. Big time.
Oh, extroverts. Suck it.
I miss...
you live in our world now, Taki.
I miss hugging friends. I miss doing shows. I miss making crowds of people laugh.
Oh my god, all the germs.
I miss crowds of people. I miss...
Disease monkeys, all of them.
I miss going for brunch.
Cesspool of...
I drove by our regular brunch spot the other day and was sad.
The brunchatorium?
The brunchatorium. Now, oh my god, I can't even remember what it's called. It's been so long.
Foods and such.
Something about eggs. No, it's called the early bird. It's called the early bird. Yeah.
Can you support your local business by getting takeaway or delivery?
I think they're closed. I don't think they're doing that.
Hard no.
Yeah.
Okay. So, from our last update, I was saying that I was having trouble writing, and I flipped the switch on that one. Speaking to you earlier this week, maybe last week, you were on the struggle bus a little bit. Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, I guess so. We already talked about how I sort of had to restructure looking at writing, how I had to sort of give myself an hour or give myself a chunk of time.
Cool. That was on the back of doing workout classes.
Yeah.
And then finding a practice.
But for a while, I find like I have a really love-hate relationship with social media. Because I'll see, I know it's important to show, people that Improv Niagara still exists and that I'm still doing stuff and that, all the different comedy projects that I'm working on are, we're going to come back to doing stuff as soon as we're allowed to, and sometimes we're doing stuff online and yada yada. But then at the same time, if I read something or I see something about somebody finishing some art project or some whatever project, not so much art because I'm not an artist, but somebody's like, oh, I finished a screenplay, or a friend of mine invited me to a group that's like, let's keep each other accountable during this, and I'm like, fuck that.
That's like trying to socialize my isolation. How dare you?
But just I don't know. Well, to be fair, a lot of the people in the group, I wouldn't really work with, in IRL, in the real world. So why all of a sudden do I have to read about all these great jokes that they've been writing or all these wonderful premises and shit they're creating in isolation? Like the idea that it makes my blood boil.
Hard pass.
Right? What is that? What is it about? What is that?
That's whatever type of personality that is doing their thing in a new form.
But why am I so frustrated with it?
Would you be frustrated with it in its old form? Of this, hey, come listen to my jokes.
Well, no, but I don't think I would be invited into the process of them writing their jokes otherwise. Why make it such a public forum all of a sudden? All of a sudden, I have to be held accountable to a bunch of people I don't fucking know,
No, not at all. I think, basically they're using the social media this way to get what they need from people.
Right. But it's upsetting me.
Yeah, you just need to socially distance yourself from that.
Yeah, exactly. So there's some areas online that I understand are important, but that I like, seeing my friends, planting gardens and their pets and, that kind of stuff. But as soon as someone's like, look, I just finished the screenplay, I'm like, fuck you,
I'm seeing that right now as good luck fucking filming it.
Right.
Is it set in your basement? It is. I don't want to see it then, jackass. No one's gonna want to remember this shit.
Oh god, yeah. How much content is gonna come out about being like socially isolated?
There's gonna be so many movies about isolation.
But I don't know, part of me wishes I could be more, like, encouraging, because sometimes it's friends, you know? Sometimes it's, like, friends that are like, I just started this new project. Look at me. And I'm like, go fuck off, you know?
Yeah, but you know what look at me is? It's just that person at that time needs
validation. Yeah.
And it's human. It's normal.
I know I've done it before where I'm like, I finally finished my screenplay. And I know it feels good when you're like, look, I finished this thing. I need other people to acknowledge it. But I guess now that I'm on the other side of it, I'm like, big whoop, you know? Even though it's, I don't know. Whatever. I guess the point is I don't have to like everything that everybody does. I don't even have to know. I wish I didn't know what most people were up to. But that's the nature of social media. You always have to know what's going on with everybody all the time.
I killed Twitter from my phone again.
Ooh. Any particular reason this time?
Oh, President What's-His-Face did something stupid again. And I was like, I'm out!
I've removed his name from my feed, so...
I did too, but enough of it trickles in, and whenever you go do a search for something, it's always like, President Whoopsie Pants did this!
I've been avoiding it. I've been avoiding that.
And guess how many douchebags brought their guns to quarantine parties?
Yeah, that's crazy too. The guns right now, that's big. Like, I've been interested in, okay, what can I do now? Oh, Canadian Tire's open. I can go back to a garden center now.
Yeah, that was this weekend.
Woo! I didn't go.
Okay. Yeah, you don't want to go first week.
It's gonna be too busy.
Too germy.
But it's also too cold to plant anything. So what's the point? But we did go to
constant struggle, Brie.
It is. We did go to our favorite flower place to get Mom her flowers.
Yay!
Vermeer's in Welland. Go Welland.
And you popped by to see Mom.
I did, but we kept our distance.
Yeah, we were thinking about coming over yesterday. And then just, sitting outside 6 feet away from everybody.
Right.
But I think it goes against the spirit of what they're wanting people to do right now.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The not traveling. So that would be an hour on the road for us.
It also is freezing. You know what I mean? Like, to just wait outside, you would have been freezing.
Yeah. So I think we'll wait until they do that thing where you're allowed to go talk to another family or whatever.
Right. When you can be more than 5 people in the same sort of area or whatever.
Yeah. I feel like travel will be more, less frowned upon. Right?
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
Yeah, and then the logistics of, like, what if we're going there and Coop has to drop a Duke?
Where do you do that? Yeah, where do you go? I guess, are the roadside stops not open? I guess, can you, like, because I know, like, Tim Hortons is open for you to go in, pick something up, and then leave. But, like, well, yeah, can you use the bathroom?
I don't know.
I don't know, yeah.
I'm not sure.
It's strange, man. It's a strange world out there.
Yeah. Stupid and annoying.
Stupid, widespread virus.
Yeah, and all the hacks are out writing about it. That's the worst part. That's why I want nothing to do with this as a story,
right?
Notion. Because people are like writing it into their dystopian novels. They're like, look how fast society could change. Motherfucker, this is an unprecedented. Oh God, I just used it and I meant it.
La 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 la.
It's like a once in a century event. And this is how you cope with it. And everyone's coping with it right now because it's the understanding that this is a temporary measure.
Well, that's the thing that I have to keep, like, interrupting people in improv. And I'm like, okay, look, we're doing improv scenes. In improv, you can literally be or do whatever you want. So maybe our improv scenes shouldn't all be about COVID-19, right? Maybe we should try to go somewhere else today, you know? Mm-hmm. But people
just like once they lift all these things, just imagine Pornhub is going to be nonstop orgies. Just as many people as you want, just touching each other.
There's just going to be porn of just people hugging. That's it. Yeah. They're fully clothed. It's just a big group
like
hug.
Breathing, talking heavily into each other's faces.
ASMR is going to get a resurgence.
Oh, it's for sure going to be all over the place.
Well, I guess until we'll see if
I'm just eating. pudding.
Ew. Oh no, I don't like I don't like the eating one. I
like these vaguely Eastern European accent ones.
I just like listening to the cat purr. Does that count?
Sure, it does.
You know what I like?
Right up in there?
I like listening to the cat drink water. I feel like that's relaxing.
You're just a cat person. You got that thing from the cat poop that rewrote your brain so you love cats.
I love cats!
You have cat poop brain.
Probably. Did you poo in my brain jelly?
I'm around.
Oh, man. Well, Nick.
That was why, yes.
Of course I did. Any final thoughts before we wrap it up for this edition, this COVID edition? Mark II.
Let me check that. Oh, I think we did all our notes.
Excellent. Nailed it.
Yay. I don't know. It's just like everyone's just struggle on, man. Like,
yeah.
Don't worry.
Hang in there. Don't worry too much about it, yeah.
Extra things to worry about.
Oh, yeah. I've been meditating more regularly, too, by the way, and it's been great. I did have I guess I should have mentioned this. I had like a over-the-phone counseling session with my counselor.
Oh, nice.
And she was like, you're coping well. I'm like, yeah, I've had 10 years to deal with anxiety. And now people are just, this. Yeah, I know I know how to do this. But people are like getting anxiety and really bad anxiety for the first time because of all this. And I'm like, you know what? You know what? Been there, done that.
No, I feel like my baseline anxiety has risen. So I'm more on edge. I've been doing more mindfulness and blah, blah, blah. And like, you know what? Fuck it. This isn't working. I'm just grumpy right now.
Yeah, just allow that to be the case, right?
Yeah, for shizzle.
You know?
Oh, yeah.
There's nothing else. There's nowhere else you could be. There's nothing else you could do apart from be in that very specific moment where you're feeling what you're feeling. So just, you know.
Yeah, and it could be worse. You could have to go somewhere.
You could have to go somewhere. You could have to go to a meeting, you know?
Ugh.
Yeah.
Wearing pants.
Oh, man. I have been wearing so much yoga pants. So many, what do they call it? Athleisure wear.
I currently have my Under Armour jogging pants on right now.
There you go. I'm wearing my Lululemon pants.
So basically, I'm dressed like a lawyer now.
There you go. I also bought new Crocs. I got new Crocs.
Ooh, fancy. Oh, Cooper's here. Cooper's going to bed. Come in for a cuddle.
Nice.
You gonna say hi, Coop?
Where's the mic?
Right there.
Hi.
Hello, Cooper.
All right, see you,
sweet dreams.
Brie says, have sweet dreams. You laughed and hustled right on up the stairs.
I better go have them right now.
Oh, God. I got things to do. Get out of my way. That's it.
Just like a day at a time and everybody just stop spreading fear and bullshit, you know? That's my advice. Stop spreading the bullshit.
Yeah, stop coughing on old people. Jeepers, everybody.
Oh, yeah. Leave the poor old people alone.
Yeah, I'm glad the military's there to help out.
Where is that?
I heard they were pitching in at some of the
hospitals.
Homes
at the old folks. Oh, man. No, that's good, right? Because they got to get called in for this kind of stuff. That's what your job is. You never know. It's not always going to be, you know, hand-to-hand combat. It's very rare that it's going to be hand-to-hand combat.
Weird. It's definitely, you're not there to kill people, but it ain't safe.
No,
you're
exactly.
in danger.
Yeah.
It's creepy-deepy.
You got to keep those masks on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I feel like people who are in the military would probably be pretty good with following instruction.
Yeah. They know what happens otherwise.
I better wash my hands for 20 seconds, otherwise Sarge will have me peeling potatoes.
There you go. See a bunch of like big tough army guys singing happy birthday as they wash their hands.
Like 2 times. Oh, are you coming for sleep too? Oh my God, it's a Mackenzie's over here for cuddling.
Oh, look at that.
Are you gonna say hi too?
Hi.
Hello.
It's Brie.
Oh.
Who did you think I recorded my podcast with Brie with? All right.
She just thought you were talking to yourself.
The Briatron 5000.
Beep boop.
AI that...
I have many struggles.
Aw, Brie bot.
I don't have enough oil.
I mean, I could send you some.
Thank you.
Struggle on, Breebot 5000.
Beep
Struggle
boop.
on.
Beep. Beep boop boop. Boop. Beep.
Okay, that's all I got.
Struggle on.
Bye-bye.
Bye. That was episode 60 of the Constant Struggle podcast. Thank you for listening. If you liked this episode, you can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at SstrugglePod. And if you'd like to listen to all of our past episodes, or even just one or two of them, you can go to theconstantstruggle.podbean.com. Thanks again for listening, and struggle on.
Well, you know that I've always loved you.